Welcome back. Today I'm reading the story Colors Everywhere. This is a Sesame Street Elmo's Learning Adventure book. Written by Jocelyn Stevenson, illustrated by Samus McLean. Monsters come in many colors. Hi there! Did you know that monsters come in many colors? We choose our colors at the Monster Paint Factory. Some monsters choose red. That's so they can play hide and seek in apple trees. Some monsters choose blue. Blue monsters like to hide in the sky. Some monsters choose green. Green monsters like to hide in the grass. Some monsters choose purple. Purple monsters like to hide in grapevines. Some monsters choose orange. Orange monsters like to hide in pumpkin patches. And some monsters choose pink. Pink monsters like to hide in pink pillows. Hey, here's a monster who hasn't chosen a color yet. What do you think she'll be? Look, she's trying red. Now she's trying yellow. Uh-oh, she's going for blue too. And now she's trying green. Guess what? She's all those colors. But where can she hide? This many-colored monster can hide in a flower garden. Or she can hide in a crowd of monsters. Monsters come in many colors. That's the end for the first story. Now we're going to our second story. The House of Seven Colors, written by Madeline Sunshine, illustrated by Tom Cook. The Count and his friends were on the way back to Sesame Street after a day in the country. Suddenly, the Count pulled the Count-mobile over to the side of the road. Hey, what are we stopping for? Grumbled Oscar. Let's keep going, Count, said Bert. It's getting dark. The Count peeked over the windshield of the car. I'm afraid we cannot go any further. The bridge is broken. The Count pointed to a rickety old house up at the top of the hill. We will have to stay there for the night, he said. So, Ernie and Bert and Cookie Monster and Betty Lou and Grover and the Count and Oscar walked up the winding path that led to a strange old house. Gee, this place looks spooky, said Betty Lou. Yeah, agreed Cookie Monster. Me a little frightened. Wish me had a cookie right about now. Hey, you knock at the door, Bert said Ernie. Oh no, Ernie, said Bert. No way. Have no fear, everybody, said Grover. I, Grover, will knock on this very large and scary door. He took a deep breath and knocked loudly. A giant monster opened the door and looked down at the Sesame Street gang. Is that bridge broken again? He growled. The group backed away from the door. Well, you'll have to spend the night. Come in, said the big monster. So they did. Come with me, said the monster, leading them up a long, creaky staircase. I just happen to have 7 empty rooms. You in the can. You're first, said the monster, pushing open a door. Oscar marched inside. The door slammed shut. Yuck, he said, pink. This must be a nightmare. What kind of monster would do this to a grouch? The monster pushed the second door open, and it slowly creaked open. He showed Ernie into the room. "Wow," said Ernie. "Everything in this room is positively purple." The monster gave the very last room to Betty Lou. "Yellow, yellow everywhere," she said. "It's too bright in here. I'll never, ever fall asleep." Early the next morning, they met in the hall. "I didn't sleep all night," said Ernie. "There were purple spots before my eyes the whole time. My room was too bright," said Betty Lou. "Mine was too pink." "Ew," said Oscar. "Let's scram." They hurried down the stairs to the front door. Cookie pulled the handle and said, "Oh no, door won't open." They pulled and pulled, but "It's no use," moaned Bert. "It's locked. We're trapped." "Wait a minute, the door's not locked. Look." Betty Lou pointed to a sign attached to the door. The sign says, "Push." "We're pulling," she said. "That's why it won't open." Betty Lou gave the door a little push, and it swung open. Before you could say "Open Sesame," the gang ran out the door and ran down the path and piled into the Countmobile. "I will be glad to get to Sesame Street," said Grover. "Yeah," said Oscar. "Who would ever want to visit a weird place like that?" The end. That was so much fun, us having story time together. Please join us next time.